Is that it? Come on. There we go. Ace shot right here. But there's a second one somewhere. Thought there was a second one. I heard it go beep beep for a second. I was like, oh, that must mean there's a second one here. And I was wrong. No game. Oh, wait. This. Oh, I swear to God, if that screwed up my audio again. Well, I came through something. Okay, we're going to the clinic. I guess this is a one-way in. Oh well, we can do this. If there's any ghosts.
Picking up an emitter signature. Watch for security holograms. Dangerous. Don't shoot them. Attacking them is useless.
Okay, this is gonna be quite dangerous. Quick save. Let's say downstairs. Downstairs is usually a safe place, right? Yeah, see? What's in here? Pointines Cassis? Cassis? Molasses? Well, it doesn't look like there's anybody down here. I don't trust that place. Clinic security terminal. Sure, second floor. This is describing the holograms. I really don't want to listen. View maintenance posts. Yep. Is this it? Does this spell the end for Dean? I'm so totally. Oh. Change it back! Oh my god. Oh, hey, Dean. Man, Dean's just a swell guy.
Damn speakers at the end of the hall. Red light means they're shielded. Must be a way to shut them off somewhere else.
What's in here? Oh my god, yes, heal all my crippled limbs. Help the probes! And, inject adrenaline to cure exhaustion. How about heal me? No? Fine. There's gotta be some way to shut them off. Oh, fun. Got enough junk food. Activate terminal. What's this? Gas leak! Boring! Oh, it's part of the history. I'm gonna have to read it. Okay. Emitted 3 workers today from Pesta del Sol switching station. Exposed to some unidentified airborne toxin from ventral system. Causes severe lung and tissue damage. Inhalation isn't the problem. It's absorbed through the skin. Researching its effects, the gas, whatever it is, may be the building up in vents beneath the town. Ask for men to look into the source before government inspectors do. Okay. Whoops. Safety suits. Chemical suits arrived today. They're bulky and hard to talk. And move in. It was difficult to unlock the class once in place. We had to get one of the staff to help me out of it. I told the construction crew, keep the suits ready while working, switching station careful. One. Asked Sinclair to order more in the event of a leak into the villa and prepared cost estimates for another gas leak to support my case. Didn't need to. He agreed to the request immediately, then asked if he could see the workers and make sure they were all right. What a swell guy. What a swell first aid box. An assassin suit. Oh man. I'm going sneaky. Sneaky sneaks. Oh my god, yes, sneaks. Take that, surgical tubing. Tool cabinet. What's down here? The basement. I should have lockpicking skills up higher. Nothing. Go away. Is he just gonna stare down these stairs? Oh my god. Okay, good. The tool cabinet. Oh, that got rid of him. Okay. Tell me your secrets, computer. Not talking, eh? How about now? Oh well, okay. It's just no. Ooh, I like this guy. Oh, and a working terminal. Oh my god. Oh, thanks. He's just a super swell guy, whoever worked here. Terminal. Spencer codes. The codes were put in place, so thanks for the Spencer code. Wait, so I just want to quickly read this and I'll repeat whatever it says. Okay. In case of emergency, doctors can help us, and with the codes, they'll get medics. Okay. That's all that was. At least I got the mentats. Oh, okay, I can easily unlock this. I said I can easily unlock this. Okay. That makes it harder, and I just wait in. Right there we go. Okay, there's an easy term. Why does he have two terminals? What's the matter? Does he have two coffee cups? If he does, he's got a bottle of wine. Try to use this terminal first. Point in calendar. Alright. And now for my Rickert. Damn right. Unpleasant visit. Domino stopped by to ask about the test results of Vera's voice. He seemed concerned she would lose her voice for the gala event. I told him and Miss Keys was concerned. She should see me, and I would only disclose any medical information to her. I told her about the autodocs for more than a blah blah blah, and developed any throat infection. We could even operate if need be if she tore her ex. He seemed satisfied by the news, apologized immediately, and left a bottle of wine as a token of his appreciation. I told him I felt it was inappropriate. He insisted. I dumped it in the trash. You're right, this room is a piece of trash. Thanks for the doctor bag, though. Did I go down here? No. Okay, let's go. That's the way I came through, I guess. Oh man, stem packs. Oh, stem packs. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. Oh, stem packs. They're still on, yep. To the basement! To the basement, to the basement, to the basement, to the basement. Oh. To the basement, to the basement, to the basement, to the basement. God damn, it's dark in here. I'm doing it my way. My way. That shut it off, right? No? That's stupid. Ah, Christine. Great, another person who's just gonna blab on and on and on. Wait, let's check these rooms. Terminal. Exhaustion. Whiskey said insomnia. That's the end of it. Well, and Sinclair was concerned. That's basically it. Okay, we're not expecting what we'll get. Just quick saving. And oh well, wrong room. I guess she's not here. Okay. Malfunctioning? Oh no. Why? Why malfunctioning? Music! Fucking music. Oh, hey there. You've got some blood in your shirt. Boom! Before you looks disoriented. Pain blinks a few times, then winces, and then I couldn't read that fast. Looks like someone carved a road map across your face. Let's be not a douche. Are you alright? She looks at you, blinks again, then opens her mouth, but nothing comes out. Okay, then. She touches her throat, then traces a scar beneath the chin, and then her eyes widen in alarm. She's not doing any of that. She's just staring at me. Did someone cut your vocal cords? She looks shaken. As she glances at the autodoc, she recoils and her mouth opens, but again nothing comes out. And then she got angry and looked at the ceiling. What's the matter? The woman opens her mouth again, winces, then frowns, and drags a finger across her throat in slow motion. She looks more angry than she is in pain. Finally, she touches the collar. She touches her throat again, gently. Her hand brushes her collar and then frowns deep sadness. Her eyes narrow as she traces the edge of the collar until she finds the lock and begins to press it with her fingers. It's a bomb collar. Mess with it, and it'll go off. She looks surprised, then notices your collar and raises an eyebrow. She's not raising. She's not doing any of that. She's staring at the ceiling again. Let's just say we're in this together. She frowns, narrows her eyes, then slowly shakes her head. That wasn't very slowly. She didn't do frown, or, winces, or whatever. What do you mean by that? She shakes her head again and draws a line in the air between the two of you. Okay. Look, together we can get out of this. She shakes her head once, then crosses her arms. She's not crossing her arms! Okay, look, I'm not trying to order you, but your life is tied to mine. She frowns, glances at the car, looks like a U. She makes a circle with her hands, puts her hands over her eyes, and squints. Again, she does none of that. She nods at you. Actually, she nodded at you. And then she lowers her hands from her eyes, shakes her head. She draws words out of my mouth. You're looking for something else. Fine, I can help. She studies you again. She makes an expression soft, lightly. She shakes her head slowly and gives you a silent sigh. She nods at you, raises an eyebrow, and nods at the door. Okay. I'm not sure. Alright, come with me if you want to live. Christine nods and steps slightly behind you, waiting. She's still in front of me. And signal interference. Okay, I've assembled the crew. The crew, doo-doo-doo. in the middle of our crew, dude. So, bomb collector. Okay. Fires in the sky. Anyways, we're gonna ask you a few questions, then I'll cut it off here. What's in here? Anyways. Hello. Christine raises an eyebrow. If she had any. Those facial scars weren't done by the autodoc. The throat scar was. She nods and slowly puts her hand in front of her throat, closes her eyes, and points at you. It wasn't me. I can't restore your voice. We need a real autodoc to do that. She shivers slightly and shakes her head. Listen, I've done, like, some weird stuff in my life, but I'm not doing this. I don't understand why they shaved your head bald. Christine looks at you blankly. She tosses her head, smiles, and shakes her head. I'm getting mixed signals. Wait, the autodoc didn't shave you bald? She waves her hand and shakes her head, then nods in the direction of the casino. What? I want to hear this. You were bald before? With a non-exaggerated look, she makes a circle with her hands, repeats it twice, then raises her hands and waves them like wings. She put both her hands in front of her and then makes a motion with her hands as if writing something. I don't think I write like that. You were a Brotherhood of Steel scribe? She nods. She looks impressed. How the hell did you get out here? She shrugs, then points at you and shrugs. Were you here before? And then Dean mopped the mic with his mouth. She moves a finger in a wide circle and raises her hands over her eyes. You were looking for someone. You were looking for someone? She nods and raises a finger. Man? She nods and makes a motion with her hands around her chin, drawing it down, then she raises her hands and clenches them at the sky. An angry, bearded man! She points at your Pip-Boy. Oh, I know it's not the latest model, but come on. The man on the Pip-Boy, holotape, Elijah. She nods, looks at her, and then taps the side of her head and expands her hands. Someone smart. She nods and circles her ears. And possibly insane. She nods and frowns. Sounds like it's pretty important to you to find this person. She frowns, raises two fingers, then has them walk together. She looks down at the two fingers, and the face becomes angry. Then she chops her hand down and draws two fingers apart. He cut you off from someone? She nods. Was it Veronica? Family? Husband? She frowns, shakes her head, and even more so at the husband. Oh. Girlfriend. She hesitates and waves her hand. Lovers. She nods and looks at you a bit surprised. Give me some credit, man. She lifts an eyebrow, he looks at you. I'm gonna be a pussy here and say, I understand how important to love one can be. She nods slowly, studying you. She moves by her hand and makes a circle of motion with her after she taps her wrist. I had some other questions. She raises an eyebrow and then tilts her head slightly. Well, at least I'm not staying quiet. Can you communicate with some other way? Can you write? Christine frowns and pulls her finger shape on a scar on her head. She then makes a motion of you picking up a pencil, tries to write, and then shakes her head. Something to do with the surgery? She pauses, then drags the jagged symbol like a rectangle in the air, and then puts an odd striking face. He keeps the blank face for a second, then slowly blinks around. She looks at her hands, and then I can't finish it. That's a specific form of brain surgery, electrodes, pre-war. She nods slowly and makes the motion of typing and drawing X's in the lines and numbers. Then she gives you a thumbs up. You can still do numbers and calculations. That's cool. She nods. I have other questions. I don't care what weapons you're skilled at. Do you know what those machines around the villa are? Christine shakes her head, then pauses and makes a small circle with the thumb pointing out. She points at you and makes the motion of pointing to the palm. Here's a Sierra Madre trip. I'll need that back. She examines the chick for a second, raises it to her eye, then turns it around to the side, gauging its diameter and width. She runs her finger across the surface, slowly checking the engraving, then tosses the trip back at you. She then pretends to look around, pick something up on the floor, and then pretends to bend it down and pick it up. Then she looks at you and nods. You can scrounge more somehow? She smiles and nods. She stands for still for a second, then stops and slowly makes the motion of bending down and scooping something up. She then holds an imaginary object in her hands as if it's heavy and puts it up to her face on his table. She then hefts the look of a small box of porcelain in the top of the object, looks at it, then reaches down and holds up a small... Oh. You can make it more... You can make more of those at workbenches with the right materials, as opposed to the left materials. She nods, or she smiles and then nods. She points at your paper toy, making the motion of opening it up and removing something from it. She's staring at the ceiling again. Her mouth moves. She then raises her hand and makes the motion of smashing it and holding it. You need a battery, a fission battery, and scrap metal. You can't make a counterfeit chip. She nods, impressed, then points at you and her and makes a circle, and then they do hokey pokey. And you can teach me how to do it somehow? She nods, then makes a scary hand motions, and then waves her hands in the air like she just doesn't care. And now I can make them. Other questions. How'd you end up in the auto dock? She moves her finger in a circle, frowns, then drags her hands down to her eyes. She raises them again and points at you. I didn't do this! You were knocked out? She nods, then raises an eyebrow and points at you. He makes a circle and then points at your feet. My feet did it! Those sons of bitches! You want to know how I got here? She smiles and nods. She repeats the circling motion, this time lowers her hand and circles her finger inwards, and she's pointing at the spot between you. She's pointing at the ground between you and raising an eyebrow. Raise an eyebrow back! Followed a radio signal here, a woman's voice. She waits. After a second, she raises her eyebrow again. Oh wait, that's what I was supposed to do. I thought I may have stumbled on an old world treasure cache. She looks at you for a second, studying, and then nods. She points at you and points to the casino, and she slowly shakes his head and points in the direction of the main gate. Me? What about me? She shakes her head and then points to the ground. You're not going to leave. She frowns, glances in the direction of the key to the next exit. She shrugs without strength and pinch. She does. If I could leave, I would. She looks at you for a moment, then glances at your color, shrugs, then the lightly graded neck goes sides, hold for a moment. Her hands fall away. She looks at you and then nods. Okay, other questions? Well, good. One last question. Do you know how to get out of here? She points to the direction of the main gate, then points at your collar, shakes her head, and locks her hands around her neck. Then her hands lash outward, fingers splash and roll her eyes back. Every second she turns back and fuck. So once the collars are gone, we can just leave? She nods slowly as if thinking, then raises an eyebrow, looking skeptical, then shrugs. She points downward, makes a circle around her, then back out the same spot, and then a finger drifts, circling and making fuck you. You're saying it would be difficult to return if we leave? She nods, shakes her head, points at herself, and then points at you, and nods. I'll return if I leave. Or to return if I leave. She nods. But not you? She nods once. 2 nods, no, 1 nod, yes? Fuck. Why can't you find your way back? She slowly shakes her head, pointing at the ground, then moves one leg over, straightening the other, pointing. You aren't going to leave. She nods. So you're going up the treasure then? She frowns, shakes her head, pauses, then tilts her head slightly and nods. Wait. I guess. Oh, goodbye. Well, we've got all of the guys. I think this heist has turned out to be something special. Now, if you excuse me, I need to get a haircut. Do your things, boys. And I'll see you next time on the next adventures of Dean the Cat. Away!